So Bartholdi comes into the city, just gets what he needs, and then he gets on a boat and comes to America to pitch his idea, which I think shows kind of remarkable resilience, and also it's almost odd. So he redesigns his statue. So over there we have the one for Egypt, and then here's his new rendition for America. But he came to America, and like I said before, he didn't know anyone really here. He had these letters of introduction. He arrived in New York, and at that time, this is what New York looked like at Fifth Avenue and 28th Street. This is a few years before he arrived, but it hadn't, it didn't change that much during the intervening years, 6 years. He originally thought, actually, the statue, he had a few ideas. He did like the little islands out in the harbor when he first came in, but he also thought it was possibly a good thing to put in Central Park or to put in Prospect Park. And so he went to meet with the designers of those parks, Vaux and Olmsted, and in his diaries he has these, he refers to it being, them seeming to be wary of him, and there's, weird, they won't exactly talk to him about his project. And you have to wonder, was it because they didn't really want this massive statue in the middle of their park? Because if you think about it, at the time, the biggest building that was still proposed and not finished was the Dakota. And the Dakota the top of it would have just reached to Liberty's big toe. So there'd be this thing hanging, up over New York. So anyhow, he realized, that probably wasn't going to work. But on that first trip, he actually did go out to the island, Bedloe Island, which is where now called Liberty Island. He met with the general there, and he talks about a very discouraging day there. But also, you can imagine how a general would, how he would feel about having this random French person come to his fort and start telling him how he's going to build this enormous woman.